think Wilson's done it. Right, driving to the fourth tee, Las Colinas Golf and Country Club. I'm going to compare the Wilson D300 with my Epic, Callaway Epic Sub-Zero. We're going to use GC2 Quad. Lovely. And we're going to show you real ball on course data to show you how these two clubs match up in the real world. Let's get stuck in. We got GC Quad in place. We're going to use black yellow Truvis for my Epic, standard white chrome soft for the D300 Wilson. Let's see what goes further, straighter, feels different. Obviously my Epic, I like the look of it. It feels much heavier than the Wilson. It's got a heavier shaft in it. This one's 60 gram compared to I think 44 maybe in the Wilson. Different grip on it as well. Wilson's all built around lightness. Epic, obviously you get jailbreak and all those kind of things. You want full reviews of both of these clubs, they're on my channel. Maybe we'll put them in the links in the description below, the links to the two videos as well. Way down there, hit that subscribe button. Right, GC Quad, what do you see with your looking eyes? Hit that nice middle left. 1/8 spin carrying 260. Just really good numbers, which is what I like with Epic Sub-Zero. So let's see what Wilson throws in there. Obviously we get the micro vortex generators is the big thing on top of this kind of little dimple pattern for aerodynamics, changeable neck like you get in the Quad, and a super light club. Very different price points, these two clubs. So this now almost feels like a junior club in my hand after the Epic, because they're very different in the weight category. And I've even put a lighter shaft in my Epic because it was feeling a little too heavy. Very different sound. Looks like a higher ball flight. Yeah, spinning at 3.1 and then only carrying 249 is what GC Quad is saying. How does that translate in the real world though? Let's get up there and see. Right, this is a noticeable difference as you saw on the launch monitor. What was it on the launch monitor? 15 yards in carry and lots of revs in spin and probably different peak heights. This is Wilson, hitting the fairway, it's a decent drive. But up here, we've got Callaway, it's way up. It was a lower flight, it was a lower spinning shot, might run a bit more, and it obviously got the extra carry. And that's the only thing I sometimes notice when you try different levels of drivers, is that consistency. I get great numbers out of this club, we're gonna hit on more, but I get that weaker one. You just don't get that in that kind of different price bracket. So accuracy and distance on this one, very narrow drive, but you can get it rolling right down there. I'm going to go with the Epic first. So first initial thoughts, definitely feels light. They both look as good as each other, if the Wilson may be a little funkier. It just worries me that the spin can jump that high on that one for me. You got to remember, I'm a different level of player maybe to lots of people looking at that club. So what I mean by that is I am going to look for a very consistent spin because I feel I can hit a driver in a consistent way. You're jumping your spin round loads with a driver through strike, bit of ability, maybe you wouldn't notice it as much. Let's see what we get on this one. One of the prettiest driving holes here at Las Colinas. Well, that is a total knuckleball. Perfect flight, 22267 carry. And it's got a massive bounce. I cannot believe the Wilson will get anywhere near that. This hole is measuring 410, and we'll get up there and show you that one. It's in a very narrow spot. Even I'm shocked at how good that one's ended up. I mean, I like hitting my driver into stupidly narrow spots, but this one's gonna be funny. Right, Wilson, come on. I do like the look of you. I like the lightness. I like the looks. Let's just keep that spin under control. No, I think that's good as well. Oh, that is, yeah, that's 2-1. 267. It's almost identical numbers. And they are, oh, this is, I think Wilson's done it. Let's get up there and look. They were two brilliant drives. Let's get, this is ridiculous. Let's show you those. Right, that is a narrow fairway. Look at this, it's so funny. So here is Callaway Epic, and this is a good drive. I knuckled this, and you saw the numbers, decent numbers. But look, Wilson has snuck it. So where Wilson was 25 yards back, it's now 15 yards forward again. The player is the biggest denominator in any of this, as I keep telling you. I would take this one. The question is, can I do it every time? At the moment I can't. So Callaway consistently doing it, but Wilson's got some beans in it. Let's pitch them, see which one gets closer. So now Wilson has a little bit of an advantage. We finish this duel off. I think it's interesting, isn't it? When we're talking about such small differences, and on both of these tests it was quite a big difference in physical yardage in a sterile environment, but when you kind of bring it out to these places, it does make me wonder, come on Wilson, sometimes what we're fussing about. 2 pars, 2 average putts. Wilson, one more hole to go, who's going to take it? Right, Wilson's got the honour. D300 is doing well, isn't it? It's doing well. Right, 9th hole. I'm going to go for both of these. What can we get out of them? That's a high toe strike, drawing back to the middle. So look at that, 258, but it's spinning at 1.5. Obviously that's my strike, it was a high toe, but not bad performing. Right, Epic Sub-Zero, can you keep up? Now I've caught that slightly near the bottom. So it's a lower flight, it's a 2.8 spin, but it's going 260 through the air still. Let's get up there and see where they've gone with roll. This is a close one. So Wilson, it's a good drive. You've got to remember that was a high toe, but that does give me a bit more distance. This was a lower strike, higher spin. Callaway has done pretty well there. I mean, that's close. Look, there's not much in that. You've got to take bounce and everything else into account there. The biggest standout factor for me is the fact that the Epic spin model for me just stays that little bit more contained, where this one going down from 1.5 to 3.2, and I know that's my strike, but when I strike this one over the face, and you can probably see my strike marks on this club, I don't know if you're picking that up, I'm hitting basically in this area. It's not massively away from where I'd want it to be, but this one just stays a little bit more consistent where the Wilson jumps. That's going to jump massively in your pocket for costs and what have you compared to that one. Both good drivers. I'm loving my Epic, it's staying in the bag. Wilson's doing good there. Maybe one to add to the test list. I think Wilson's done it.